everybody! How are you today? Oh my gosh. I almost, like, I almost completely forgot to stream. I'm not joking. Like, we're doing, some art today. And I straight up was, like, so engrossed in doing it that, like, time just stopped existing. That happens to me all the time. I just lose track of time. And the only reason I remembered that I was going to be streaming soon was because, I had to get up to pee. And I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my god! Daisy, you're streaming in like 10 minutes! So, yeah. Sometimes, you know, you try to be real professional, you get all your stuff ready and flawless, like 20 minutes before you even start, and then you're just sitting there like, what do I do for the next 20 minutes? And then sometimes, you just turn the camera on and hope it works. You know, as you do. I hope everybody's days are going pretty good today. Like I said, I'm already in the art groove, you know? So I feel really good about it. I've also made some decisions about Evan that I think are going to be pretty good in the long run. Like, I essentially scrapped the character altogether and replaced him with a different character. Not even named Evan anymore, it's just Tooch. Tooch is such a compelling character. He started out as one of my tabletop RPG characters for a Monster of the Week game that I had been playing. Delicious. I did run and get a fresh new drink just before I started. Because I was already thirsty, and no way in hell am I doing a stream without a cold beverage by my side. You know? So I think we're gonna be okay. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, so, like I said, we're working on the main cast today. What I plan on doing is I'm going to show you guys. Hi, Prax! I'm so glad to see you. Oh my gosh. Not only are we're gonna have to do a last little tiny bit of redesign. I'm watching without audio today since I'm in class, but hi. Let me type to you. Hello, Chili. Thank you for coming. There we go. Daisy will be working on the main cast and redesigning. Yes. Oh my goodness. Drawing time, hell yeah. Hiya, Scragglebird. So, I'm also excited to show you guys basically how I finish in black and white versus how I do color. Black and white, I keep things much more loose. I even use like a different ink pen. Because color, I feel like, has to be really like clean, you know? And if you've been around and like seen some of the stuff I've done like art-wise on the channel, I use like a really tiny brush, like no line is out of place, it's very meticulous, which is why color is so hard for me. But when I do black and white, we keep it really loose and like energetic, because I love that with comics, you know? I love it so much. Like, it's even funny because the the pen I use for it. It's called Lone Wolf and Cub because it reminds me of that art style so much. Yeah, exactly. It's way more like free and expressive. So I think you guys will find it interesting. We do have to draw Charlotte in here with the rest of them first. But we've got the basic silhouettes of Lucy and Hope and Toochin already. So delicious drink. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's just get right into it. So Chili can see something other than me being just quiet. I tighten up so much when I do lines. I've been wanting to just be free for so long. Yeah. Like, sometimes it can feel so, like, restrictive using that tight finish quality that color has. But there's something just so evocative of being just footloose and fancy free with it. Like, if you messed up a line instead of erasing it, pop another line on top and see how that looks, you know? So that's the sort of mood we're going in for today. So we've got Lucy over here. As you can see, she's sort of floating. She doesn't fly per se, but she does move through air as though it is water. So that's that's fun for me. And then this is the main difference. This is the guy you guys haven't seen yet. Let me pull up his reference right quick. So if we pull up Tooch, this is Tooch. We might have to change him a little bit, but basically, I thought, what if like the ultimate Florida man was just like a rough and tumble lad who hated authority and who's like whose main phrase is become ungovernable. So he's not really he's never been really interested in rules. And what I like about Tooch especially is you wouldn't expect him to be a literal empath. Like, because that's his role in the comic. Evan's role in the comic was he was the empath of the group, right? And then there's Hope again. Florida man who is rough and tough. Yeah, exactly. But also like who's sort of like a big softy too. You know, he gets into trouble not because he's like a mean person, but because he believes that the government is oppressive and we have to overthrow it, basically. Libertarian per se, because he also believes in, like, human rights. Oh, thank you. Like, being protected and stuff, but, So, he's, like, the ultimate Florida man, and, I'm really glad that he's gonna be a part of it. He's an older gentleman, too, which is something I think the team needed, So now we're gonna pop Charlotte in. Charlotte is the tallest, for sure. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm on Lone Wolf and Cub. We're not there yet. We just gotta pop Charlotte in here. She's gonna be the tallest one. She's gonna have, so we'll have to do some minor redesign before we get, inking and stuff. Because Charlotte and Tooch basically have the same hairstyle. They both have, bangs that come down like this on either side, right? And then, a low pony. And I love that hairstyle on both of them. So either way, I'm gonna be, losing part of a baby. But we gotta figure it out. Because they can't both have the same hairstyle, So, that's part of what's happening as well. I actually don't like this pose we're doing. Charlotte is going to be let's say. Her face is facing us, but her body is sort of facing the team more. Yeah, I prefer that. Okay. So her body is facing the team more. And get her rib cage in there. And then her tummy comes down. She's softer. Bugbear Vigs! Hello! Hello, Phil! Oh, and thank you so much for the follow. It's so good to see you. I remember getting a message in Twitter that I have to respond to about us all meeting in Discord for some Bugbear shenanigans, and I have to say, I am excited. I just haven't responded yet because, I'm a socially awkward motherfucker. I'm social, so I looked at it and then I was like, oh no, it's been too long since I responded. So, I look forward to getting into some goblin-esque trouble with some buggy bears. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's make sure Charlotte fits in here. And then we've got one leg coming down like this. Thanks! Yo, so many cute bugbears. Would just give them all smooches. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and then Charlotte's, yes. And then she's got her leg that comes down. Like this. Her knees more up there. Like that. And then her proportions are pretty off. So let's turn off the reference for a second and make sure she doesn't end up too long. Because this is too long. There we go. When in doubt, squish them out. Work is starting, so I have to go, but I wanted to say hello. Aw, thank you so much. I look forward to talking with you soon. Oh my gosh. Buggy bears. But good babies. Charlotte. I know how to spell, I promise. Okay. Tooch is gonna be interesting, because his name is pronounced Tooch, but it's spelled Touche. So I don't really know how to represent that in the comic, but I'm gonna figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then she's got her little putts, and they go like that. Little putt. Okay. She's definitely the large girl. She's a large girl. Okay, there we go. Yo, look at this lineup we got. Everybody's silhouette is so different. We worked so hard on it to make sure that was the case. Oh my gosh, okay. So, let's get a little bit of interaction here. Maybe she's like got her hand on Hope's shoulder, like, this is my bean, and if you touch her, you will die, I like that idea. And then her little arm coming out this way. Like that. And then her other little arm. Here's like her hookums. And then it goes up into there. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Nut. Wow. Lurking before working. Obsessed with the mastery over clothing folds, actually. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Chili. I know you can't hear you, but if you watch the VOD over again, thank you. Let's see. This other arm, I sort of want her to have, like, kind of an attitude, maybe. She's more of, like, she's more rough and tumble than Tooches. Tooches mellowed out. Aw, thank you, Nut. Tooches are mellowed out. She's sticking up this finger, and although she's only got 2 fingers, I want to give the impression that she's flicking you off. What do you think of that? Al, can you tell she's flicking you off? I don't know if you can. You know? So let's try a different pose then. Because it's hard to flick people off when you've only got 2 fingers. You know? Oh my goodness, gravy. Okay. So maybe she too will have her hand sort of sassily on her hip. But she's gotta have it a little higher because she's got no. I don't like it. For the cannolis! Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll have this arm comes out and say it goes behind the wheelchair, right? So there's like her elbow and it comes up here. And then she's got her claw, right? Because she's got quite long limbs. Actually, that's a little too long. We're gonna pull it back some. So, about here is where her claw begins. Like that. And then her other one is sorta over here. Like that. And then maybe she's just like holding the drink. You know? Maybe she stopped by for some boba tea before they did the picture, you know? Because that's what I imagine this is. It's like a picture, you know? So let's pop Charlotte out of here so we can see better. Like this. Yes. Yes, delightful. And then she's got her fingies there and her cup there. You know, she's got a straw coming out of it. This goes down behind Hope, our sweet baby girl. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works for sure. And then, of course, she's got boobuses, so let's give her her uniboob. It's looking a little weird because we didn't nail her proportions. She's also a bit softer in the tummy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is getting there. Her neck is thinner than that. Got the back of her head. put in her ears. And I'll put in her hair, which is more like this. And therein the problem lies, because she and Tooch have the same hairstyle, you know? And it's a problem, because they can't, you know? So we gotta figure out which one of these is gonna have the hair. We're gonna have to fight for the hair, unfortunately. And then we put her in just some skinnies with some ripped. Yeah, some ripped pants. Okay, so they start up here and come like this. And then she's got rips at both knees. And then they end here. Like that. Okay, so it's not our full cast yet because we have one more member we need to put in here. Lucy is a little small, so we're gonna increase her size and tuck her in closer to Tooch so they interact in some way. And then we gotta put in the dog, who so far does not have a name. And we need to think of a name for him so that he can be fully part of the gang. So he's got his little bean body like this. And then his little head. Right? And then one of his legs is coming up, holding on to Tooch like that. The other leg will have touching Lucy, so all of the characters feel like they're interacting, right? And then his little butt comes out down this way. And his little face is over here. He's like, oh, Lucy. I like Lucy. Little tongue. And his big, vacant spider dog eyes. And then his little ears. Yeah, okay. But let's shrink him down just a wee bit. So he's a real baby. He's like, oh, it's Aunt Lucy. I love her. We'll just call this Layer Pupper for now. Yeah, okay. This is good. This is a real tableau. We'll call this folder Sketches. We'll pop these boys in here, including the wheelchair. We'll unlock everything and pop it up here. And now we're gonna get them more central. Okay. So, now that we have all of these dummies in here, we're going to refine just a couple of spots, like Charlotte or Tooch's hairstyle. So, let me pull up both Charlotte and Tooch. And unlock all this stuff. Oops, not caps. Grab these. No, let's grab Tooch. Let's grab Tooch, let's bring him over. And then bring Charlotte down some and scooch him close. And put up the opacity. As you can see, they basically got the same hairstyle. Tooch's is like looser around his face and more scraggly, whereas Charlotte's is definitely longer, you know? But it's almost exactly the same, you know? So we gotta figure out which one we're going to change. So, before we move on, I should like to do that. And I want to see what Charlotte would look like with a different hairstyle first. Because I feel like Tooch's is more integral to his personality than Charlotte's is. So if we draw Charlotte, she's got her long, sharp nose, right? And obviously her many, many eyes, right? Many, many eyes. And she's got like her on board, but also I'm not bored mouth, right? Okay, so let's get the rest of her eyeballs in. Okay, so this is basically Charlotte. She's got her little pointy ears as well. And then the rest of her head, obviously, right? So, we want something that sort of complements her personality, but which does not look too similar to what we already have. So, let's try stuff. We could try like she's got this sort of flop over mop at the top, right? And then it's like side part, and then the rest of it sort of flops and like spritzes out like that. But that's really cutesy. I don't know if that fits. So, I don't really think she's someone for bangs, but we can try, like, some kind of bangs. I don't think anybody has bangs, so she would be the only one. So we could, like, put that in there, and then the rest of her hair is sort of, like, back here, you know, and then like, what would you do back here, you know? We could also have her bangs be sort of similar, but just short instead of long, right? So she'd still have like this massive sort of widow's peak thing, and then her hair is pulled back, but it's like pulled back in a braid, you know? But I don't know how I feel about that. We could go really short, like give her a Joan of Arc, you know? Where it's kind of scraggly and all over the place. But I don't like how that looks either. We could give her that one hair texture that I like, where it's like just chopped from a bunch of different angles, you know? But that feels like too... something about it just doesn't feel right, you know? We could give her a blowback. And then comes down like this. I think that one's okay. The blowback. But it's missing that edge, you know? There's edge that's missing. So what if we did a sort of blowback, like on this side, right? But the rest was shave. You know? I think we might be getting closer. We could give her a veteran's cut. We were thinking of giving it to Evan, but since Evan doesn't exist anymore, we could straight up give her a veteran's cut. But I don't know if it's particularly flattering, you know. So, we could also do like a veteran's cut that comes up, right? And then it's a braid. You know? I mean, that's kind of interesting. I'm sort of in it. She, like, reminds me of one of the versions of Winifred that I really enjoyed, but felt like didn't really fit her character properly. And then, you know, of course, that gives options for, like, cool earrings and stuff, you know? Because you can see what the fuck she's up to. And we'll try it. We'll try it. And if we don't like it, we don't like it. So let's pop this on. And we'll just change Charlotte's sketch real quick to reflect her new haircut. Okay. So she's got it pulled back and sort of veteran's cut. And then her ponytail can come up and go down this way. Like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. You know, it definitely makes her a little bit edgier. And also slightly less, like, it takes away some of her big sister edge, but I think that's okay. I think we can be forgiven for that. So, let's go ahead and refine the places we need to refine. It's mostly just their faces. So, let's pull up Hope. So I remember how to draw her face properly. That's right. She's got a very round face, very kind eyes. Okay. Yeah, that's my baby girl. And then her lip comes down like that. It has a very clear and obvious smile, because she's just a very good bean. And then a very round face with a little bit of a chin peeking through. Like this. And then her little scriggly scragglies coming out. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll have her explaining something. Like, yay. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Okay, so that's Hope. Oops. Let's pop these out of here and basically draw Lucy from memory. So I shall. Lucy has been my baby for a very long time, you know? So I'm glad I finally get to use her in something. And then her lips are sort of that sort of reversed lip situation. But she always looks sad. Lucy always looks sad. Like that. Yes, my baby. Coming to life, let's go. And then she's got a very heart-shaped face. Not that heart-shaped. Yeah, okay. And then Hooch is pretty easy to remember. He's got a very distinct nose. Sort of smaller eyes with lots of lid. crow's feet, and wrinkles in general. Sort of mischievous expression. A dented lower lip. And of course, big beard. He's got quite a large beard. He's got sort of hollowed cheekbones. Hollowed, I guess you would say. Hallowed would be if his cheekbones were blessed by the gods. Probably argue they were. And then he's got his beard. It's sort of scraggly. Looks like he doesn't really take care of it. And on either side, he's got a stripe of white through it. He's got some pretty thick brows. Of course, wrinkles here on his forehead. Wrinkles here. Wrinkles on his neck. And then his hair, of course, is also grayed through. Oh, and his little shit, I haven't gotten sleep in a week's eyes. And then we've got Charlotte, who I also need to pull the reference. Okay, her sharp little nose. Very sharp, very straight. And her many, many, many eyes. This. And her eyes. Boop. And then her mouth that's sort of no nonsense on one side, and that's amusing on the other. And then, not quite round, not quite strong, but sort of a combination of the two. Oops. Like that. And of course her hairline comes with it. Okay. So. Then we've already got his face in. So we're just gonna turn down the opacity for this. Pop it into the sketches folder. Oh, which means we'll probably actually need to turn the opacity back up. Oops, this whole thing's locked. Here we go. Here we go. We're working on it. There we go. Okay. We are ready for inking. So let's get down to business. We're going to use a vector layer because that'll make our lives easier when we go in to fill it in with screen tone. And then we're picking our Lone Wolf and Cub brush. Who should we start with? We're most familiar with Lucy. So let's start with Lucy. So, the difference between, if I show you, this is the main inking brush I typically use. It's got a lot of stabilization on it, and a lot of variation. And then this is Lone Wolf and Cub. It's got less variation, but it's got no stabilization whatsoever, right? So, we're gonna get some interesting sort of fat lines out of this. Versus this where you try to go fast, it doesn't really do it, So let's get ink in. This means we're gonna start turning the canvas a lot. If it makes you ill, let me know, and I'll try to reduce the amount of shakeage that happens. So, as you can see, the lines being perfectly neat isn't necessarily what we're looking for here. We're looking for a lot more expressive, like somebody scanned this in from a drawing they did, So we just go for it. And because we're not so fussed about the lines looking perfect, this takes way less time than how I would normally be inking, Normally, inking and coloring takes me days. But if you're looking to do a comic, you can't take days, You gotta go way quicker than that. So, that's one reason why I choose this method over the coloring method, because it takes less time. And also, I feel like it's more expressive. If I were to, have really dynamic poses, I feel like it would translate really well with this sort of inking style, and since I'm planning on having lots of action in this comic, that's what we want. Lucy is always sad. Poor baby. She can't help it. She's had it rough. Yes. Beautiful. Bodacious. Vivacious. A little too pointy down there. I need to change my eraser to my vector eraser. Vector tools are extraordinarily useful when inking. Because, you can just really quickly erase things at intersections that you didn't like, And the program will just readjust your line to make it look better. You can also, manually go in and see every line I've done here I can move it at all of those different control points because I'm doing this on a vector layer. So literally I can take this control point, this one, and be like, whoop! You know? So, if you need to change it just a little bit, you have that option. Okay. I love vector layers so much. They have made my life so much easier. Like, unendingly easier. You know? Also, you've got the bonus of if you want to scale up the line art. It's true. It's very true. The scaling is really what makes it. Because usually, if you try to scale something up, if you don't know what a vector is, this line, you see how it's got all those scraggles and wraggles and stuff? If I were to, like, increase the resolution, this would get blurry if it were on a normal layer, because it wouldn't, like, retain the pattern. It would get blurrier or sharper depending on, like, the different resolution. Hi, Gat! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. That was really sweet. I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh my goodness, gravy. Okay, so she's got her collarbone there, coming out of this way. I'm actually gonna get rid of that and go like this to this other collarbone. Thank you, Kay. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we're getting really nice and loose with our lines. Probably should never start just by inking a face because you're not properly warmed up yet. But, you know, it's hard not to. So we've got some of her hair coming down this way, then her tentacle coming out this way, and then like this, and then she's got her suckers on the bottom that are peeking out and around, like that. There we go. Heck yeah. Okay. As you can see, I also don't tend to stick to my sketches very faithfully. You know? If the line wants to go a different way than the line art is telling me it went, then that's its prerogative, you know? We're gonna get rid of those, actually. Because we've got the spider coming in here. That we have to accommodate for. So we'll get this in. And then we'll get in the pupper. And his nose is gonna be black, so might as well just fill it in. Oh, we've got the gumption. Gosh, I'm the total opposite. I do so many repeated, refined sketch layers till I'm happy with where it's at and feel confident in the final line. I mean, you know, and I do different, I do different levels of, like, refinement depending on what it is. but it really does depend. Like, if I'm working on a rig, yeah, I'll do lots of refinement layers because I want to make sure everything's where I need it. But if I'm doing this, where I sort of know the characters and know fucking tangent. Look at that tangent. Ah, okay. But that's also why doing refined sketch layers is probably a good idea, because tangents. Tangents exist and they're horrible. Come on. There we go. Almost touching, but not quite. His eyeballs. Heck yeah. Okay. So now do his other little eyeballs. And this guy over here. Oh, my little idiot pupper. Gotta love him. You know? Got his little fur in there. His fat little cheeks in there. What a good boy. And then this claw is fuzzy and it comes out over this. Like this. He's a little spider man. Can't help it. He's just a clamming all over the place. And he's got his little ear behind there. And this little ear. So it goes like that. But then it swoops and flares out like that. What an expressive little dumbass. Dumbass. Oh my goodness, crazy. Okay. And then he's got one of his other little fuzzy claws over here, like, Lucy, pick me up, pick me up. Time. Thanks so much for the stream. I'll be back a little later. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. Enjoy your walk. Okay. So let's get his fat little body in there. And then let's show one of his other legs is coming out as well. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. A baby. A baby beyond reproach. Heck, we're on a face kick. You can tell I've sort of hit my inking stride. Now I might have to go back and redo Lucy's entire face. You know? Let's make it obvious that he's looking at us. They're all looking at us except for the cute pupper, who is off doing his own thing because he doesn't follow our rules. This guy's got crow's feet. He's got lines on his face. He's been through it. He's seen it. You know? Heck yeah. Okay. And then he's got his beard, which is truly a scraggly mess. Yeah. Thank you, Savoyo. Welcome. We're working on some art. We're just doing some loosey-goosey line art for now. Delicious. I have a big thing of sparkling water. We've got the whole gang in here. That's what we're working on. This ought to be the lineup for the comic. This ought to be their final designs. You know? So, that's what I'm hoping for. That the designs look good. That we're happy. You know? This pen is also particularly good for filling in spots, you know? Because it has a very natural sort of ink pen look to it. So it looks very traditionally done. You know? So he's got his beard there. And then of course there's more beard over here. And then less here, and it's white. You know? But it's graying. Sometimes, you're graying. I don't like how his eyebrows came out. I'm gonna fully erase those. Yeah, it's better. Doesn't quite look like he's looking at us. Let's change that. Best we can. Okay, and then his hair comes up over comes up from over his fingers and comes down like this. And then this part is black, but he's got some white bits in it too. Like here, the white bit. this is where this brush really shines, is doing the sort of like texture work, you know? And then his hair comes down on this side as well. Got some white. I've been intimidated for a very long time. In terms of like wanting to do comics again. Because for a while there, the idea seemed so daunting that like it felt like I would never be able to do it, you know? So having a sort of looser style where I don't force myself to be perfect, you know? Just so long as I can be happy with it, you know? Even if it's not the most gorgeous thing in the world. Like, at least it's done, you know? Which, if I waited until I could get it perfect, it would never be done. So, that's another big motivator as to why I use this method for black and white. Because, the comic is going to be in black and white. And I really want to take that additional pressure off of myself. Because otherwise I'll just become too intimidated and it won't go anywhere. I'd much rather do it and have it be not perfect than don't do it, you know? So, I actually, fun fact, some of you might know this already, I think I have talked about it, though not extensively. The art school I went to was specifically catered towards people who wanted to work in comics. It was basically comic book art school, you know? And I learned a lot of valuable things from going, but I don't know if I could personally recommend it because it was grueling and took me forever to unlearn some things I had learned and to relearn some things I had unlearned. And also, you know, it made me afraid to make comics because of that perfection factor. So, I'm just trying to love doing this again. I used to make comics all the time. I was never not making some kind of comic. And now I haven't made one in over, like, how many years? 10? It doesn't feel good, you know? Pardon me while I blow. Yeah, it just doesn't feel good not doing comics. So, this is me learning to love comics again, is really what it is. You know, everybody's journeys are different. Everybody has something they're struggling with, you know? And I'm just glad that I'm trying to work it out. Because I could just give up, but I don't want to. His shirt's really hugging his boob. Another thing I plan on doing to make my job easier, and this is gonna sound bonkers, but I already have a lot of CC installed. I'm going to make, like, important places, like buildings and stuff, in The Sims. And then I'm going to, like, take pictures in-game, and then, essentially, put them through this line extraction filter that I put this 3D object in. Because if you look, this was a 3D object. Like, I can go to this layer and literally manipulate it and turn it this way and that way, you know? But Clip Studio has this special feature that lets you extract the lines from a 3D object. And I basically am planning to use those as my sketches. Like, I'll ink over them the same way I ink over everything else. But I'm planning on doing that with The Sims as well, because it can do it with photographs. I have put together... I mean, I guess I can show you. Do I still have it, or did I delete it? Nope, I still have it. Okay. That was for a different thing, though. Do I have it in here? No, I must have deleted it. Anyway, if I go here and open this up, this is something you can do with Clip Studio, which is, like, crazy. So if we look here, this is a full 3D room I made out of just free objects that you can grab, like, in the Clip Studio store. So you can literally, like, create 3D spaces and then, use the extraction tool I was talking about to, you know, make the backgrounds. Fun fact, this was actually my background when I first started VTubing, because I didn't want to have to draw the background, so I put together this whole thing, and then, just essentially took pictures of it. But, yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing for the backgrounds, because I could just draw them all from scratch, but again, it's a matter of keeping motivation high, too, you know? And, like, doing backgrounds from scratch takes such a long time, and I feel like I'm so bad at it, you know? So, it's just a little trick I plan on using to make me feel... Oops, I guess I gotta wrinkle up some of this stuff. Because this man is old. Yeah, so that's one of my plans, to make it easier for me so I don't lose motivation, because I know myself. If I have to draw all of the backgrounds from scratch, it's just not gonna happen. So having tools I can use to make my job easier, thank God, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do, exactly. Okay, let's get his little pony in here. Make sure his little gray streaks show. I want to redo some of Lucy now that I'm more warmed up. So, we will. We'll just get rid of a bunch of this. You know? That's another thing. Don't be afraid to delete your art. I think it's something Drawfee says a lot, and they're absolutely right. It's important to remember that if you did it once, you can do it again. So it's worth it to just start over if you feel like you're not doing good, because you just do it over again. Probably an easier way I could have did that. Like this. There we go. So let's... Sometimes you just need a clean slate and a clean slate and a scorched earth. Exactly. Alrighty, that looks way better. Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Looking way better. Looks way more confident for one. Yeah. Oh, Bugberry Follow. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Hi, welcome, fellow Bugbear. Let's go. Oh my goodness. So good to meet ya. Welcome to the Cozy Cave. We're working on the lineup of main cast for my comic book. We have everyone's designs down pat, and now we're just going in and inking, and we'll be adding some screen tone. You know. There we go. He's coming in front of her tentacle. Like that. And then Lucy's got... So, Lucy has spots like a blue ring octopus. And I've thought about it for a long time, about whether or not I should make, like, I should nail down a specific pattern that the dots take. But in the end, I decided it doesn't really matter that much. So long as it looks cool and relatively, like, consistent throughout. I mean, you know, she's a strange little octopus creature. Maybe she can change them. We don't know. You know? So, I don't really have a set pattern that these follow. Mostly it's just, does that look good there? Let's get her hair in. And then her neck. Yeah, heck yeah. And then the underside of her tentacle would be visible from this angle. So let's get that in there. And then some more hair behind, as Lucy's got just a tremendous amount of hair. I love your... Aww, thank you so much. It took me like... I shudder to think it took me probably 6 months altogether to make her. The same with, like my background and this like, frame. So, I'm really glad you like her. Delicious. Nutritious. He's just like mixed berry. Okay. More dots. God, I love Lucy. I love her so much. She's my adorable little sad sack, you know? Like, sometimes you just gotta have a character that's sort of a sad girl. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Lucy! My love! Okay, yeah, she looks infinitely better. Look at how much better she looks. Holy shit. She's not really looking at us, so maybe I'll make it so none of them are. Getting the bugbear love this week? Hell yeah. It sounds like so much fun. Oh my gosh. Like, I love that there's more of us now, you know? Oh, like, there are so many goblinoid VTubers that weren't, like, bugbears, and I love goblins. Love them. But, oh! Thank you so much! Holy crap! Oh my god! Thank you so much! We're about to get 10 of those. I never thought that would ever happen, so we're about to get all of those. Oh my god, thank you so much, Zig! What an excellent beam! Hold on. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Bugbear. There we go. Hell yeah! I'm sorry about the notifications, everyone. I honestly thought that gifting subs would never happen on my stream, so... Oh my gosh. I'm glad Chili brought you up in the Bugbear group chat. Oh my god. What a special bean. Oh my god. Honestly, Chili is such a special, sweet little bean. I'm gonna have to talk to them. Really, truly, honestly. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. People that like you and what you do is, turns out, ooh, that's nice. Oh, wowza, that's nice. That's like serotonin. Wow, is that what that feels like? Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh, Lucy, my love. She's so sad. And so flowy. Can't remember if I showed you guys what, like, the main villain looks like yet. I wonder. Perhaps I shall keep it a secret, huh? I don't know, I'm not very good at secrets, so the likelihood of that happening is slim. You know? Okay. And then comes down this way. It's not super form-fitting, but enough. Be flattering. That. Yes. Yes. Flow dress. I guess Lucy would have to be behind Tooch for this going to make sense, so that's what we'll do. Secretly giving Lucy a flowy dress like this just gives me an excuse to draw ruffles. I love drawing ruffles. They're so easy and they add so much, you know? Oh my gosh. Yes, let's go. Yo, she looks so good in her little dresses. I basically decided Lucy would always be wearing like these flowing maxi dresses because, come on, you know? I feel like drapery is something I'm also, like, good at, you know? Like, it's one of those things where I feel like when people look at my work, that's something that, like, is appealing, you know? The sort of drapery I bring. So, you know, having it more in your work, I think that's not a bad idea. People are coming to see me because that's what they like, you know? Having a little more of it couldn't hurt. Does indeed have the little stripes in it. I'm gonna have to figure out what his shirt says, because I don't know if fuck the police consensually. I mean, I suppose he could just be wearing that all day, every day. But I don't know if that fits the vibe I'm going for, you know? Yeah. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Okay. It's also interesting using this pen because, you know, so much of what I, do relies on the stabilizer when I'm doing color work, you know? But there's no stabilizer in this pen, you know? So, it's very unadulteratedly sort of just how I naturally draw. And, ever since I got a monitor tablet, I've been able to get such smoother lines, you know, than before when I didn't have one. Oops. That doesn't make sense. No, don't put it in that way. It comes back around this way, probably. Yeah, okay. Sometimes you gotta apply your brain. My brain doesn't want to be applied. It's like, didn't we do that Tuesday? Wait a second, it is Tuesday. Let's see. Yeah, hell yeah. Flowy dress, baby! Okay, and now her little putts. So her hands and her feet also have the rings on them. As basically she has sort of 8 arms of an octopus if you include her legs and hands, right? So she's got the separation on her sole here, the little suckers on her feet and her hands. And of course her little blue rings. She's also got little suckers on each like fingy and put, so. That's why floating is way easier. Imagine if you had suckers attached to your foot. It'd stick to everything. Literally everything you tried walking on. Inconvenient, I would say. You know? Yeah. Okay. It's also sort of just therapeutic drawing just a bunch of little circles. You know? It's fun. You should try it. Okay. What's up? Yep, that looks like a foot. Okay. Now, her arms. Comes down like this. Let's see. So, this is her index. Her ring, which will have flare out a bit. Her pinky, which will have flare out most of all. And her fingernails. Then her little suckers at each joint. And then the rings fade up to about there, at which point they stop. Then they come all the way down her arm. Like so. Yeah, loose. I spotted baby Bean. It's funny because my dog's name is Bean. I just use it as a general term of affection, you know? But then we went and named our ding dang dog that, you know? Oh my goodness. Okay. Then we've got all of Lucy's hair to do, which is quite a lot. So, let's get cracking. Hi, Popo. How are you doing, sweetie pie? Oh, is the name of one of my sister's cats whom I'm babysitting. Huh. How you doing, Popo? She's like, you may scratch me, but only where I please. Okay, you're the boss. He's a good kitty cat. Oh, who's a good baby grand? Huh. That's what you are. You're a baby grand. You're your mama's baby, but you're old enough to be a grandma. Poor Popo. She misses her mama. I just realized all of these characters have black hair. That might be, or at least dark hair. That might be a problem. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Where that somewhere is? No idea. But it's somewhere. Darn it. Am I on the wrong eraser? Yep, I am. Okay, that explains it. I was using the eraser that deletes the whole line, and I wanted the eraser that only deletes it up to the nearest intersection of another line. Now I know. Whoops. That was me using my mouse to do that. I use my mouse to like zoom in and stuff. Because it's easier than pulling out like the zoom tool, you know? Milo, you can't come in right now, bud. It's impossible. Milo. Can you guys hear him caterwauling? Does that all the time. Heck yeah. Let's go. Okay. So, fun fact, Lucy's skin is bright yellow because blue ring octopi are bright yellow. You really come across in black and white, of course. And her hair isn't black, it's like a very deep blue. I have most of the pictures I have of Lucy are from when she was a kid, because that was how she was originally going to appear in her own comic. But let me see if I have art with how Lucy appears. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So this is Lucy's coloring. Bright yellow with blue spots, dark blue not pupils, scleras, and dark blue hair. What a baby. This is the most tedious part about drawing Lucy, is doing all of her hair. You know? Same with Rock. You would think it would be like her physique or like her scars or... No, it's her hair. She just has so much of it. You know? Whew. My hand's getting tired. Luckily, with a comic, you won't be seeing all of her hair all of the time. I think I actually have a comic page I did with Lucy. Yeah, from her original story. So as you can see, you don't gotta do all of her hair all of the time, you know? You just gotta have some of it in frame, you know? We're working on it. Okay. And that's Lucy's hair done. Now to finish up Pooch. I wonder what this t-shirt will say. I don't really know what I wanted to say at the minute. And his ring finger there, and then his pinky sort of going off this way. Huh. That went real weird at the end. Okay, let's make it appear as though his hand actually has width. Give him his fingernails. And now give him his age sign. Okay. And now his little booty shorts. His Tooch wears booty shorts. Nobody can stop him. He is a booty short boy until the day he dies. Yeah. Then his little pockets coming out. We'll put the little pocket inside of a pocket over there. Those bitches got them things. And then his little shorts. And they end right there. And again, some Shorty McShort shorts. His pockets come. That's the seam. And then they continue this way. That. But let's make sure we get it right as the pocket ends with the seam. And then the inside of the pocket comes down. Is here. Same over here. The inside of the pocket comes out because these pants are too short. And then they've got some fraying happening. Rotato. There we go. Yes, those are some short shorts. Now his legs. So in his original sketch, man's got a ton of tattoos, you know? Just a metric butt ton. But I don't know if I want to draw that many tattoos that often. You know? He did have stretch marks, so I will honor those. See you much for following. Oh my goodness, welcome to the Cozy Cave. Make sure to get his wrinkles in there. His little stretching marks, because, look, sometimes you got them. Sometimes you got them. And now his big old dad socks and his Crocs. Let's go. Gotta love socks and Crocs. They rhyme, they match. The match made in heaven. The little strippity stripes. Get his sock in the feet inside the Croc. The little button. The little strap. And then they go back. Come down like this. Oops, we're getting pretty chunky, so let's try to keep it down some. Yes. Yes. And there's like a band here of Croc. And then the little like area there. Oops. It only comes down a step and then goes like that. And then comes around. Girl, rotate the canvas. Thank you. Okay. And then it's got the little soles on the bottom. As traction exists. The shoes need them. That goes in like that. Do I want to put the holes in? Are they Crocs without holes? No, we're not putting the holes in. One, I'm lazy, and two, I like them better without. So, let's get this other sock on this man. Yes. Come to me, sock. Okay. Rotate the canvas, make your job easier. Okay. And then they come down like this. You can see the hints of the other bits of sole peeking out. I mean, that foot looks mildly cloven. So, pardon me whilst I adjust. Okay. Deselect. Erase this stuff. And then come back in here. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's better. We'll just hope nobody looks at his feet. If you're looking at his feet, you're looking in the wrong place. Okay. So next is Hope. Our happy girl. Let's go. She's got a sweet little nose. Oops. Rotate your canvas, Daisy. Okay. And then her little nostrils. That looks creepy. Come on, redo it. She's got big doe eyes. There we go. Yes. My sparkly happy girl. Let's go. Get her mouth open. Her teeth. And then her lower lip. And get her nice round little face in. Now get her hair in. Including her little curlies. Oops. Oops. Come on. There we go. Get her little curly in there. Cute little ears. You're just really in the zone. I feel like this is one of those days, you know? Where you're just like, oh, I have the energy and mental capacity to do this right now. You know? She's always got her cute little headband in. Let's see how she's looking without the sketch. She's looking pretty freaking cute. Now let's get the rest of her hair in. Let's actually move the hairline down a bit so it bandana peaks above it. So poofy. So wonderful. We can actually lower this down even more, it looks like. Yay. Excellent. Make sure it meets up with the rest of the hair on the other side. Heck yeah. Now her neck. Heck. Yeah. Okay. We color it in. There's some little hairs in there. Okie dokie. So for the texture for her afro, we're gonna try a couple of different things out. So let's bump up the size. Let's try this. In the spots where highlights are happening. And as we get lower and there are less highlights, we can use it to fill it a little more thickly while still getting some texture in there. Oh, that's the cat alarm. I'm gonna finish up this side though before we take our break. There's also some room around her little curly, so it's easily visible. I think that texture works. I think that shows off the natural texture of her hair. So that's probably how we'll be doing that from now on. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, so, I need to feed the cats, so we're going to be taking a break now. It's about 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes me. While we are taking a break, there will be some ads that play, about 3 minutes of ads. Feel free to just get up and, get a new drink, use the bathroom, make sure to stretch. so you don't get any cramps or whatever. And I will see you again shortly. welcome back. Oh my goodness, crazy. I gave the cat some wet food, because unfortunately we're out of the dry stuff at the moment. And boy, are they happy. The only problem is, when you give them wet food, their tummies are not happy. So, oh well. Hopefully they have a good time in the mouth, so the bad time in the butt doesn't seem as horrible. Oh, babies. I need to get dry food. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, when last we left off, Hope was getting her hair done. So let us continue to Hope's hair. Come on. Oops. Not the one I wanted to erase. Come on. Fine. I'll get out the other eraser, you cad. There we go. I have so many brushes that I need to sort through, because sometimes I just go through the Clip Studio asset store and pick up things and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then literally I use the same 5 tools I always use. It's you gotta cut down, you know? Girl. You can't live your life this way. Okay. Hoarding brushes like a dragon instead of a bugbear. You know, you're not too far off. Hold on. Look at all these brushes I got. So these are all of my line brushes. So for sketching and for inking, right? And then these are the ones for filling in color or screen tone. My erasers, my blenders, lighting effects, stuff that's specifically for the body, like hair highlights or fur, some clothes specific stuff, some special effects brushes. These are my toning brushes, which are mostly grungy screen tone brushes, because you can just do screen tone with a method I will be showing you shortly. And then sanding tones, and then hatching, and then tone scrapers, and then textures for writing text, panel effects, gradients, rulers, balloons, creating panels, and text. So I have a lot. I have too many. The only reason I don't have more is because of the recent switch between computers. I would have had way more, but I basically saved what were essentially the most quote-unquote important brushes. You know? So yeah, I have a problem with brushes. And that problem is I don't have enough of them. Okay. And then back down to 20. So let's get in Hope's stuff. She's got on a hoodie and some overalls, very aesthetic. We love an overalls queen. And get her hoodie on there. Although, I don't know if physically she could put her put up at the moment. Her hair is quite large. Get it up and around. Then overall straps. I mean, you guys know I had to have a character with overalls, you know? It's a legal requirement at this point. Button. That button's too big. Get out of here. The animated bugbear hand emoji. Oh, thank you, Uzi. Yeah, and if you look at my tablet, you can see a little hand moving there, too. Oh my goodness. It's actually a special tool I use called Spud Hand and Tablet. If you look on Itch.io, you can download it and create your own assets. So if you like to draw, people can see your hand as you draw as well. Yes, overalls are peak fashion. It's true. I always learn something new watching you, Daisy. Aw, thank you. You know, I think if you've got knowledge that you think other people might want, sharing is caring, baby. You know? So, if there's anything you ever have questions about, or like, how did you do that? You know? I am your gal. I do not hoard secrets. Hoarding secrets is one of the worst things you can do as an artist. You know? You gotta share your techniques. It's not like anybody's gonna do exactly the same as you anyway. You're more unique than just your tools, you know? I feel like that's something people forget. People think, oh, but if I share my tools, they'll start, like, copying me. And it's like, girl, your art just isn't just your tools. And if it is, you've got a problem bigger than people, like, stealing your secrets. You're some role model icon, for sure. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Oh my goodness, Gravy. I just, you know, I benefit so much from people being generous with their thoughts and their time that, you know, the best way to pay them back is to do the same thing. Give your thoughts and your time to others. That's it. Yes, nice little petite hands. Oh. Ah, Hope. Hope, my love. Hope, my special baby. This is one of those sweatshirts that has the little sleeves, but then it's got bigger sleeves poking out. I fucking love those. I see them and I want them all the time. You know? Ah. Hope. My love. My sweet. My baby. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get your fingies in there, Hope. Yo, let's go. We have a cute alert. My cuto meter is going insane, and it appears to be this absolute bean on my screen? Hello? They're all such good beans. You know, your main cast is working out when you look at all of them and you're like, what precious babies must protect. You know? Get her lovely hips in there. Her hips do not lie. They are truth-telling hips. Never once have they uttered a falsity. And we'll get her a little pocket as well. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get her cute little thighs in there. Oh, a baby. Truly a baby. And her little rolled up cuffs. Ugh, beautiful. Audacious. Gorgeous. Talk about their art like that when they draw. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder if they're like, spectacular. All your drawing is weird. But whether or not it's weird, that's a whole nother story, baby. Okay. Let's step back from the sketch. Okay. So we need to start getting her chair in. Can't avoid it any longer. So, just take it slow. Do your best and screw the rest. Remember, you can simplify. Remember, you can pimplify. That's when instead of simplifying, you go all out. And then she's got her little seat in the back there. She's still got a manual wheelchair. Unlike me, an absolute Chad, who's got an electric one now. Oh my goodness. But you know, a manual wheelchair, there's something just so sporty about like the nice ones. Not the cheap like drive hospital ones, you know? Which I did have for a very long time. That's in fact my backup chair. I never had a manual wheelchair as nice as this, and I was so envious. I need to commission you sometime. I need some Daisy art in my life. Aw, thank you. Currently I'm sort of resting and recuperating from doing commissions. I had one a while back that, you know, because of like moving and getting COVID and all that stuff, I couldn't finish and I had to like refund. And I feel pretty bad about it still. So I decided I'm just gonna take a break for a while. You know, do some personal work, and then, you know, when I feel better, get back to doing commissions for people. So when commissions are open, I will shoot you a DM. I'll let you know. It is always nice having not just VTuber babies. I do have a couple of VTuber babies. But it is also nice just doing like illustrations for people. People don't tend to ask for my illustrations though. Just thinking out loud. Oh, have Daisy art on the wall by your PC? Here's the thing, Uzi. If you legitimately did that, I think I would sob. I think I would cry. I don't know if my fragile heart could take such delight. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Okay, let's get the axle in. I need to take a picture when it's framed and mounted. Noted. I'll write it down in my journal. Uzi, you delightful scamp. You absolute giga ooze. Are you secretly a king slime? 'Cause boy howdy, you act like one. Oh my god. Let's get the turner in. I don't know what it's called. It's the part that you actually like grip when you're in the wheelchair, when you're ready to grip it and rip it and roll down the street. And then I'm simplifying the design of the chair. It's not gonna have like spokes in it. They're just gonna be solid pieces. Cause I can't handle having to do such maniganery. You know what I'm saying? So they're just solid pieces. Kinda like Professor X's chair. Doesn't look perfect, but it looks fun. And I can live with that. Okay. What's up, Miss Mio? Did you enjoy your wet food? Oh, I just now noticed how your hand is holding the drawing twig with your nails. That's a very clever touch. Oh, thank you. I tried to make it look like she's holding it very delicately. She's afraid of breaking it, you know? Hey, kitty. Aw. You hear that, Miss Mio? She's like, yeah, I'm bored. Can I leave the room yet? No. No, you can't leave the room yet. You scoundrel, you scallywag. Oh. Oh my god. You're a star, Miss Mio. The masses love you. They can't get enough of you. No, okay. This is looking like a wheelchair. I can live with this. Okay. Poopsie. That was a horrible line. Should I probably be using some sort of like curve tool for this? Yes. But also, you know, I think using a ruler in like the final stage of a thing ends up making it look like it's not really like part of the rest of your art. You know what I'm saying? Like having smooth lines for the sketch makes sense because you want to get everything where it needs to go. But for me, like having the lines look like it fits in with the rest of your work makes more sense than doing ruler stuff. You know, I'll say, I could just be lazy. Okay, and she's got on some cute-ass Mary Janes, as she's the most adorable being to ever live. Let's go. Mio, you can't go out yet. I know you want to go out so bad. Yo, one of the benefits of being in a chair, though, is you can wear cute-ass shoes that hurt and not worry about having to walk on them. You know? Oh, Mio! Okay. Those are the souls for the Mary Janes. Done. Done, son. Then let's get these in. Do not step on my keyboard, please. What did I just say? Do not. Not do. She is in front of my webcam. It started tracking Mio's face. Is that even possible? Oh my god, you little dummies. You little dummy. She's right in front of my tablet. I wonder. Can I one-handed show you a video of Miss Mio on the desk? I wonder. Oh, there she is. Say hello, everybody. She was standing right there, which makes it very difficult to draw. Say hi, Miss Mio. You're on candid camera. Not that candid, I mentioned it. No! Get off the keyboard! Oh my goodness gracious. What a little bugger you are, huh? Okay, that's enough of you for the day. We're getting you off of the desk now. Cause I know it's an indignity. Okay, so now that we're on an entirely different pen and everything. Ugh. What a monster. Well, monster. Okay. So that's hope done. Now we just need Charlotte. Right? Yeah, that's all a hope done. Okay, Miss Charlotte, get ready for your close-up. Oops, that's lopsided. Get out of here. Charlotte's got a lot of eyeballs, boy howdy. So many eyeballs. I'm going to make some soup. Do a bit of lurkin soup. Heck yeah, enjoy your soup. Slurp it up. Just don't burn yourself. I have done that before. I have almost never not burned myself on soup. You're just so hungry, and it's there, and it's like, I want to eat ya, and it's like, you gotta wait, and it's like, I don't want. Okay. Get these eyes in. The eyes have it. The only burn I have is on my heart because you're so radiating such a bright light. It's really sweet. I don't, but it's really sweet. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yo, them is some eyeballs. Except for this. Get out of here, you. Oh my goodness, gravy. Okay. And then she's got these sort of pupils. And then the eye around it. She's staring right into our souls. She wants you to know, hey, oh, if you fuck with her, you fuck with me, it's gonna end poorly. I love how much stank eye her other eyeballs give, you know? Her other eyeballs are maximum stank eye. Always judging you silently. Over this way. Let's see how you look. There's something about her mouth. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. That side's good. This side could use a bit of a smirk. Yeah, there we go. Okie dokie. So let's get her face shape in. Yes. Yay. The cheekbone. The jawline. This is a little too long back there. Okay. Now we're gonna see how she looks with her new haircut. So first, let's get her ear in. And then this ear. She's definitely got piercings. So let's get that in there. Oops. Come on. Ah, it's doing the thing. I'll fix it. Then one more over here, I think. Like that. Then the back of her head. That's too straight. Maybe have a couple of hairs hanging down. Just for some attitude. I think I'll make her not a brunette. Because everybody else is. I don't want too much of the same. You know? How does that look so far? I mean, it looks fine. I don't think it looks bad at all. And then a nice braid, because I love drawing braids, because they're so easy to draw. Yeah, let's go. Raid City. I don't want to make it too long, and I don't want the length to compete with the rest of her elements. But I think also having it long looks low. So we'll just have to find that sort of happy medium. We'll start papering in here. And end it there. And then a little puff. Ends there. There we go. That's a good length. About midway down the back. Yeah. And then around her neck is the collar for this shirt. This shirt is bedraggled beyond belief. So many holes and rips and tears. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Yay. We're doing it. We're beginning to believe. Okay, the rips sort of come down. Reveal some boob. And then boob comes out. Like this. He's got major uniboob going on. And the sleeves are also fully as fuck. Heck yeah. How's she looking? Pretty good. And then one of her little claws is out like this. And her little arm. Then the shirt comes over it like that. It's got holes in it. quite a complex design, but it's so fun. You know? Okay. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Move that chunk out. Come back in like that. Yeah. Okay. And then she's got a soft blade because she doesn't work out. She's just strong. It's not exactly where her belly button would be. It would be more here. But we can't even see her belly button at the moment. The holes in her shirt might... I mean, they're so punk, though. We're just thinking. Girl, your arm would not be this long. Okay. So, there's some problems with her basic sketch that we have to address. Because that elbow does not belong there. It more belongs here. You know? Like that. Elbow there. That muscle doing that. And then she's got the two fangies. Oops. Figuring out where her boobs go is hard. Because she's got so much anatomy going on there, you know? That's way better. Okay. Okay. So, maybe it's her phone. You know? I'll have to change her hand pose, but I think that would be nice. If, like, we bring her out of fantasy and into modern using essentially a prop. That's a huge phone. Maybe she's got an extra large. She needs it. She's extra large. Oops. Phone would have to come out more. So let's grab it. Oops. Grab it. We're moving. Yeah. Okay. So let's ignore the sketch for now. Because it's not going to help us much. It has none of this information that we're looking to put in. So. Oh, come on. Erase, please. Erase, please. Erase, please. Thank you. Okay, so. She's got her phone. Make it recognizably a phone. And her thingy. Is supporting it. Over this way. Thank you for erasing. That. And then the other thingy dips down under. No, this is too spread out. Oh. Works it from underneath. Yeah. Okay. Like that. And we'll have it curving in about there. Yeah. Okay. So she's got her phone out because she likes it. I guess. Man, I don't know. I was feeling confident. And now I'm not. You know? instead of this line fading into that one, it would just continue across the whole way. That. Okay. Now, pincers. Coming out to the city, having themselves a party. Back with sound. Hi, Chili. Welcome back. Hell yeah. We are still inking. I thought the inking was gonna go faster, but you know, such is life. We finished everyone except Charlotte, who we are currently working on. I don't know, I'm still feeling, there's something about Charlotte I'm still feeling iffy about. And I don't know how to nail it down, so just gotta think about it, you know? In the meantime, she's gonna be holding Hope's shoulder, like, this is my bean. Don't you dare touch my bean. You touch my bean, I eat your spleen. What part are you feeling iffy on? You know, just like her vibe. And that's the hard part, because what does that even mean? You know? Like, if you're struggling with someone's vibe, how do you address that? You know? How do you perform a vibe check from a character design perspective? You know? I might get rid of her arm holding the cell phone. What vibe she got and what vibe you want. She's kinda got a white supremacy vibe, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? She's got that white supremacy energy. I don't know how else to describe it. You know, that's a weird thing to say about your own character. It's the shaved sides of the head. You think so? Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and give her a normal braid then. Because you might be right. Okay, so let's give her... Let's make sure we have the correct eraser, and now let's give her a normal ass. Short fluffs, give her more... What's a more fluff? What's a fluff? Like... If I were to go, like, this? Throwing out a bit. I don't know about that one. Yeah! I don't know. Her, you know, I used to like her hair so much, so getting rid of it because, She and, what's his face? Tooch. She and Tooch had the same haircut. And they can't both have the same haircut. It's illegal. They don't go to the same barber. They can't have the same kind of haircut. She doesn't go to a barber. He thinks barbers have a conspiracy to collect all of your hair or something and turn it into a Sasquatch. I mean, that already is way better. Just having it pulled back into a braid. I did squanch this side of her head a bit by accidente. So let's floof it back out some. I think already that's way better. I think you're totally right. It was the shaved sides of the head that gave her that white supremacy vibe. Yo! Thank you, Chili. Oh my gosh. We'll also give her a little hair tuft, I think. I think a hair tuft out to the side would be nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll give her one on this side as well. Oh, yeah. Okay. So much better. Miles better. DM'd you on something on Twitter. Oh, yeah, I did see it, but then I did something else and then I forgot. So, I'm gonna be answering that after stream. I saw it and I was like, oh, yo, that cool bugbear messaged me. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, but I'm gonna go pee first or something. And then I entirely forgot to message back. I feel that in my bones. No worries. Oh, thank you. Okay. So let's get her leg in here. Let's get leggy, baby. Let's get leggy. I like to leggy. You like to leggy. We like to leggy. Side seam. Give it a wiggle. Side seam. Give it a wiggle. Side seam in there. Wrinkles radiating outward. The zip. It wrinkles. There's always wrinkles there. No matter what. Always. You can try all you want to not let it wrinkle there. It always will. Yo, okay. So much better. Holy shit. Taurus is still kind of weird, but you know what? We'll deal with it. Do you prefer being called Daisy or Rock? Personally, I have no real preference, because the difference is I'm Daisy and the bugbear is Rock. Right? So, when I started streaming as basically myself. Like, my VTuber avatar was just a cartoon version of me. And as I went on, I tried a bunch of different avatars that I was making that I liked. And then I made Rock, and I never looked back, because she was just so, you know? So, you know, if you have a preference, go for it. I just was like, You know, it would probably be confusing to the people who already follow me as Daisy if I just changed my name to Rock. Got hit by ads? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, gravy. Let's go. Welcome back. I had no idea I had ads on like that. the Twitch, the like way Twitch does their ad stuff is so confusing to me. And every time I try to like fuck with it to make it better for people, it always like messes up and does something, and I'm like, well, I guess that's what it does now. You know? Like, I don't know what I could possibly do. You're on the part. Oh, yeah. I used to stream as a, like, cartoon. I hate it. Oh, it's so annoying. I wish they would just stop being obtuse and be like, look, if we're gonna place ads on your shit, but here is when it's gonna happen, you know? And, like, they warned you or whatever, you know? Ah, it's so annoying. It's obtuse, and it feels like it's obtuse on purpose. I hate it. But, yes. So I started, streaming as a cartoon version of myself. So, I was like, I don't know if, like, changing my name, like, you know, Daisy Doodles has been my nickname for basically ever. Like, it's literally what my mom calls me. Because I'm Daisy and I doodle, you know? But I was like, I don't know, should I change it to, like, Rock the Hugbear? But I also don't really tend to stream, like, in character. Like, I'm just me, you know? Sometimes, if I'm on someone else's stream and it's very character heavy, you know, I'll play into it because it's more important to them than it is to me. You know? Yeah, I'm halfway too. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just sort of half and half. So, I really have no preference on whether you want to call me Rock or Daisy. People have called me both, and I've been happy with both. You know? My character is Chili, and I'm Carbon, basically, but most call me Chili. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Yo, halfway bugbears, let's go! Oh my goodness. You know, I also like talking about my life, and my life is not Rock's life. If I talked about Rock's life, it would be very boring. She's just mostly sitting in one place, passing her time. You know? Poor Rock. I think the rest of us are that way too. Yeah. You know, I appreciate it when somebody really goes deep into their, like, lore and their character, but I know Barry does face cam stream when he's playing Bass. Yeah. You know, I think, with a thing like streaming, you can't help but have your personality come through, you know? So, like, unless you're an incredibly talented, like, actor who's extremely dedicated to the cause, I think your personality is just gonna leak through, you know? And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Chili is just me, but Bugbear. I love that. Oh my goodness. Rock's more of a bean than I am. Although, purportedly, I am indeed Bean, so... Okay. Yeah. We did the inking. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah. Bean extreme. Oh my goodness, gravy. Looking so good, let's go! Heck yeah. Oh wait, I don't have the puppers button yet. I still don't have a name for the spider dog. I don't know what name to go with. Because there are so many good names you could give. Like a little creepy ass spider dog, you know? Like a little creepy ass, cute ass spider boy just shooting web when he gets excited because he's happy. You know? Okay, there we go. Juice button. There he is. A Bean! I can't name him Bean. My actual dog's name is Bean. Okay. Yeah, okay. When I was a spider VTuber, I called my pet spiders Doggy Poos. Aw, that's cute. Oh, you called them Poos. Your pet spider doggies Poos. That's adorable. Yo. That's so cute. Okay. Now, here's another question. Do we put Tooch's, fuck the police consensually on his t-shirt? Yes. Okay. Good to know. Let's do it. Not even a question. Okay. Go. I'll have to remember how to spell consensually. This is too high up. We gotta lower it down some. A rough and rowdy boy. I mean, that's a great t-shirt in and of itself, but let's finish it up. And it's got like a square behind it. Like that. It's gotta be long enough to accommodate the police. Whoops, that's the wrong do hit. The police. And then parentheticals. How do I spell consensually? This is the sketches. On, send, to, Allie. Okay. On, send, to, Allie. Yeah! There we go. That. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yo, it's after 2. But I do want to show you guys a quick sort of way that I do screen tone. So, when you're working with normal layers in Clip Studio, there's 2 tabs. There's Layer and Layer Properties. If you go over to Layer Property, you can hit Tone, right? And then you pick the frequency you want. Make sure the frequency of dots matches the frequency that you set in your canvas properties. Otherwise, you could get that annoying, I don't know how it's pronounced, moire, that thing that happens when you like zoom out on a screen tone and it turns into a bunch of weird squares. That, right? So you turn your layer property onto tone, right? And then you just grab I just use my normal ass flatter and I go to my palette of grays. And then, oh, well, actually, we can use the the bucket if we've done our lines good enough. And then we just, let's see. Let's grab Lucy's skin tone is like yellow, so let's go over here and fill it in with the tone we picked. And that's how you do easy screen tone. You set the layer to toning, and then you just select the different colors of gray you want and fill it in. You know? So like if that's her skin tone, right? Her eyes are glowing, so we'll leave that as is, but her hair is quite dark, so we can fill in her eyebrows with this. You know, and you can fill in like a bunch of her hair and stuff with this as well, but if it's a sort of complicated thing and you find it's not filling in correctly, you can take a brush and just brush over it, right? And that's how you start doing, like, getting your basic tones down, you know? And then, the fun part with tones is, let's select a tone darker than Lucy's skin tone. You can use your flatter to shadow, so that's a little too close. We're gonna go here. Too close. Here we go. So now we can start filling in shadows and stuff in her skin, right? Just by selecting a grayer version of, well, gray. And you can start filling things in. And if you don't like how sharp it looks, you can literally go to your blend tools. Because remember, if we turn off the toning, it's just gray that's happening, right? So you can literally use your blender to blend the screen tone into each other, right? You can make it look way more natural. And then, if you use like a soft eraser, you can do the same thing where you can add in highlights. And it looks like you've taken like a penknife and scraped away some of the screen tone, just like how you would do to screen tone if you were using the physical stuff, you know? So you just erase that stuff for highlights. And of course, these scrapers are taking notes. So these scrapers, they're erasers that are in the form of like hatching. So if you want to give like your skin texture, you can use this hatched eraser. And when you zoom in, you can see that around the edges, there's a bunch of like scattering of the dots that occurs. That doesn't really occur when you just use the soft eraser, you know? So you can get some really cool lighting effects using some scrapers. This is a sand eraser, so it does it in like a random pattern that emulates like sand toning, you know? this is literally just a pen knife where you can scratch out areas of tone if you want to put like a reflective light coming in from the other side, you know? But if you don't have that, literally you can just choose a hard eraser and do the same thing, you know? And you can like render it entirely like this, just in gray, and then going into the dots and like manipulating it. But I find working with the dots as is gives you a much clearer idea of how it's going to look when it's done, you know? So that's basically how I do all of like my gray tone work. Is it's literally just using the toning layer instead of like pulling a bunch of different tones from catalogs and stuff, because the more the more you have like different frequencies in your work, like interacting with and overlapping one another, the more likely you are to have that unwanted sort of effect. You can, however, if you aren't too scared of that, you can open up a new layer and go over some, make sure you select black, Daisy. You can go over it with some other toners and get like some really deep shadows, you know? So then when we zoom out, that's a very dark area of gray, but as you can see, like the patterning starts to get really weird. So you just wanna be careful and mostly, you know, experiment. So that's Daisy's secret to doing screen tone in Clip Studio, because, you know, when you look at all the like brushes that are available, like there's a bunch of you know, like dots and dotting that's available and all of this stuff, it can appear overwhelming, but literally you can just turn on one little function back here and not have to worry about all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully somebody finds that helpful if they've been struggling trying to get their screen tone looking nice, because that's sort of the method I've developed. But I think that means that we're done for the day. We did an extra half hour. Bro, digital art scares me. You know, I'm a very like traditional artist. Like, I'm drawing in my sketchbooks all the time. I didn't learn digital art until I was an adult. Whereas a lot of our peers, they learned digital art like from a young age. I'm married to my watercolors. I mean, watercolors are... Oh, okay. You know what? Just for you, I want to show you something. Hold on. Let me, layer properties, layer settings. No, we'll just open up a new thing. File open. So if you have Clip Studio, they give you, like basic brushes and stuff, but one of their brushes, this is one of the brushes that just comes with Clip Studio, and it's one of the best watercolor brushes out there, in my opinion. I paint over my pencil drawings on my phone, heck yeah. But if you have Clip Studio, okay, look at this. The more you... Wait, wrong one. Is it this one? No. Hold on. It's... Which one is it? Where'd it go? Did I delete it? No. Okay, it is Wet Wash. Okay. And people think it's digital. Oh my god, I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's get this big. So, this is one of their watercolor brushes. And as you can see, it really mimics the properties of watercolor, including that the more, like, you sort of mess with it, like, I'm pressing really hard now, but if you press very lightly, it's sort of like adds more water as you press lightly. So if you press really lightly, right? And then if you press really hard, you get this like thick, dark color. And then you can press really lightly and feather it out with some water. And it's like, who made this? Who thought of this? Who managed this? Like, it's so good. Look at that. And that comes standard with Clip Studio. You get this just by purchasing the product. God, I love Clip Studio. I want to be a Clip Studio affiliate so bad. Like, I'm not someone who's like a real, like, one day I'll try digital again. You know, getting a monitor tablet really helped with me because having the sight feedback of literally you can see what you're drawing as you're drawing it is literally life-changing. Doing it with one of the tablets where you have to look at your monitor while using the tablet, there's that disconnect. There's no like cognitive disconnect when you use a monitor tablet. It has changed my life. I've got Wacom Intuos. Yeah! That was my old one too. Yo. Intuos is so good, but even then, like when you have a really solid tablet, there's just something about like being able to look at the line physically as you put it down that makes digital art feel so much more natural. You know? But I think I could probably do some tips and tricks to help people who, like me, aren't quite used to digital. Tips and tricks to make it feel more natural, you know? Because that's really what it is. That's why my sketching pencil looks so much like a pencil. You know? Because it helps me cognitively to be like, you're just drawing on a piece of paper, Daisy. You know? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so happy you could stop by. Oh my gosh. Like, I sort of was like, man, I wanna meet this person, but also, I don't wanna, like, you know, bother them. So thank you for reaching out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got to send our love to someone else. Is someone else streaming at the moment? Let's see. Okay, like I look like a big account, but I'm just a little guy who yells. Look. Look. It doesn't matter how big you are in numbers. What matters is how big you are in muscle because you're a bugbear. You know? Like, I just thought it wasn't like a numbers thing. It was literally like, shit, their art is so cool. Like, and they're a bugbear? What? Like, that's it. That's all you need, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, crazy. Okay, so, Brax is... Oh shit, you like my art? Yeah. I've seen it. It's physically impossible not to like. Like, seriously. Oh Oh my goodness, crazy. Okay. We're rating Brax. Brax is streaming Destiny 2. Gotta get you in the Bug Boys chat? Oh, absolutely. I am mildly scared of Discord. I don't understand why. But Discord freaks me out. But I will attempt to be good and message. Okay. We're about to start the raid. Everybody, get your raid britches on. Pull up your pants, smooch your cats, say goodbye. We're raiding the Brax. Oh my goodness. And thank you everybody so much for coming. It's so fun to do art with just a bunch of nice bees. So I will see you guys tomorrow.